So no water restrictions this year, and you're going to need perhaps lots of water and Gatorade.
Yes.
Because there's a heat warning in effect.
Drink lots of water, suntan lotion. But boy, don't you love the sound of flip-flops? I hear a lot of flip-flops around these days. You're going to hear a lot more because we have a heat warning in place for Calgary and many other communities, as you can see, in southern and central Alberta. And that's because for the next couple of days, for Calgary specifically, it will be quite a lot hotter and getting into that warning criteria. So today, it's hot, but not as hot as it's going to be for Tuesday and Wednesday. 25 degrees is the daytime high so far in the current temperature. Your 24-hour forecast is brought to you by 5th Avenue Volkswagen. Find more than what you're expecting. And look at this, beautiful weather coming up. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. Later in the afternoon, you might notice some clouds increasing tomorrow and very, very small chance of an isolated shower. So nothing to worry about. A high of 29. More details coming up, Ian.
So a lot of people on edge there. You got to be careful, I guess, when you walk your dog in that community.
Kids and pets.
Kids as well, yeah. Of course, if you're walking your dog in Calgary over the next couple of days, they'll come back and they'll slurp up all the water. Yeah. Because it's hot.
It's hot. And let's be honest, if you don't have to worry about bobcats, then it's a pretty good go for you over these next couple of days. So. If you like the summer weather, we're mainly sunny at this point. It's beautiful today. It's not extremely hot just yet. And we have light breeze. Nothing much, and a lot of sunshine. It's a really nice summer day for today. A nice day for golfing. Get your daily dose of greens at Serenity Golf Club, just 20 minutes east of Calgary. Okay, temperatures at the airport, 25, downtown 26, so we're in those mid-20s in Calgary. Bragg Creek is sitting at 24, Cochrane at 23, and further off to the east, even warmer, 26 for Strathmore. And looking at the bigger picture of the province, 30 degrees right now in Medicine Hat, 27 in Pincher Creek, and 29 in Milk River and Lethbridge and Brooks. Okay, so temperatures are going to get a bit hotter to the point where we're going to be in that criteria for the heat warning, and that's why there is a heat warning in place for Calgary and areas outside of Calgary. I'll show you that in a second here. We're under a ridge of high pressure, and this ridge of high pressure will hold fairly strong right until Thursday night. So by Friday, we'll notice the temperature starting to decline. We'll also notice some active weather starting to roll in late Friday and through Saturday. You know, the active weather to kick off Stampede. Here we go. There's the heat warning that's in place, and this is predominantly in place for many communities because Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be in the warning criteria. For Calgary, it's really just the next 2 days, and we're looking at hot days, warm nights, so no real relief from the heat even in the nighttime hours. Foremost up to Medicine Hat, Brooks, Champion, Vulcan, Calgary, Olds, Red Deer, up to Edmonton, and then areas to the east of that are under this heat warning. When we look at radar and satellites, pretty quiet in southern Alberta, but you can see a couple things bubbling up for central Alberta, and that's mainly going to be the issue there, but may track as far south as Red Deer and even just a little south of that along the QE2 later today, as you can see here. So we have that potential. Calgary should not see any of that activity, and areas to the south shouldn't see that either. So today is a very stable day. Tomorrow in the south end is pretty stable as well, just a small chance of seeing anything at all. Wednesday, though, by the time we get into Wednesday, I'll fast forward to that, and we get into the potential of, by 3 in the afternoon, of showers and thunderstorm activity. So all down the QE2 off to the west of there, and then even down to potentially Brooks. Lethbridge may even see a little bit, but smaller chance further south there. So when we look at this longer range forecast, it looks like a lot. But basically what you can take out of this is for the next few days, we're looking at mainly stable weather. Small chance of anything happening tomorrow. Hot, even hotter for Wednesday with a high of 30, but a decent chance by 3 in the afternoon on Wednesday of getting some thunderstorm activity, and then heavy rain Friday night in through Saturday with cooling temperatures.
So is it going to be smoking hot for Canada today, or just hot?
Smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
Warning criteria, hot. Today is like Goldilocks, not too hot, not too cold,
think so.
Just right. 25 degrees, just a tad bit above normal. We had a lot of sunshine today, winds are calm. Beautiful day. For the next 3 days, we're looking at pretty stable weather for Tuesday, and it looks like Thursday as well. But as you can see, temperatures are going to be climbing. By Wednesday, we'll be at that 30 mark, and we have a pretty good chance of afternoon thunderstorms, so those could even, some of them, be severe out there because we have such heat and all the other ingredients in place. Things will start to cool down somewhat by Thursday.
Tara?
Okay, Jordan, thank you for that. Let's check in with Danielle now. The forecast looks pretty great, but people should know it is going to be really hot.
Oh, yes, it's a toasty one tomorrow, Tara. In fact, we actually have a heat warning in place for Calgary and many communities in Alberta because for the next couple of days, we meet the heat warning criteria. So get ready for some summer heat. It arrives for tomorrow. So there you go. There's a look at the warning in place. It extends really from Calgary over to Champion, over to Brooks and Medicine Hat, and then up. 25 degrees is the temperature right now. So today, just a little above normal, but certainly warm and sunny. It's been a beautiful day. For those next 24 hours, we're looking at really nice weather, quiet weather, and just a small chance of an evening shower. So really nothing to worry about for tomorrow with a high of at least 29. More details coming up, Tara.
Thanks, Danielle. Let's bring Danielle back in as we look ahead to our 5-day forecast. It's hot.
Yes, and we're just getting started on this. So to put it in perspective, 24 is the temperature right now in Calgary. We did get to a high of 25, and by Wednesday, we'll be in the 30s. And so will all of the communities in southern Alberta. And for Medicine Hat, already in the 30s, Medicine Hat by Wednesday will likely get to 37. So a lot of heat on the way. That's why there is a heat warning in place. We'll talk about that in just a second. It's really this ridge of high pressure that's going to be building in for the next couple of days. It will start to make its way out on Thursday. So for Calgary, we're going to see a relief in temperatures by Thursday, but for the far south, they will hold on to the heat for Thursday. So that will be a 3-day stretch for areas further to the south. Now, Lethbridge is not under the warning, but will still be as hot as Calgary. It's just the warning criteria is different here. We'll talk about more temperatures in just a second, but Medicine Hat up through Brooks, over to Champion, Vulcan, Calgary, up the QE2, and much of central Alberta under this heat warning. And this heat warning will be in place for Calgary for a couple of days, and further to the south, we're looking at that lasting for about 3 days. Quiet weather in the south right now. There's a little bit of activity bubbling up in central Alberta and tracking off, but we should not have to see any of that or deal with any of that for today. So today it's quiet. Up the QE2, Red Deer and North, though, they'll see some activity through the evening hours, but further south, nothing going on. Later in the day tomorrow, same type of idea, Red Deer and North. There could be some activity, but further to the south, we shouldn't see anything. Very, very small chance of anything at all. It's Wednesday, though, that we'll start off with sunshine, and sunshine for the early morning hours and throughout the morning and early afternoon. But then by about 3-4 o'clock, we could start to see some activity in Calgary. That's on Wednesday. So stable, likely in Calgary until Wednesday, but hot. So again, because of that ridge of high pressure, temperatures will continue to build. So at least 29 degrees is our high for tomorrow in Calgary, mainly sunny skies. And then for Wednesday, sunshine in the morning and early afternoon. And by 3 in the afternoon on Wednesday, the chance of some thunderstorm or at least shower activity. But some of these thunderstorms in central and southern Alberta on Wednesday could actually reach the more severe criteria with that larger size hail and those stronger wind gusts because we have so much heat, and all the other factors will likely be in place for that. So it may be a bit of an active late day for Wednesday for many communities. Thursday, 25, so you can see temperatures start to get a little bit cooler and a little more reasonable, and then heavy rain Friday night in through Saturday. That's your Action Furnace 5-day forecast.
That looks good. Well, it's a hot one out there. It's going to be hot tomorrow. So to stay cool, this town called in the professionals. This is smart. What better way to beat the heat than with fire hoses? This is a village in Poland. They came out with buckets and water guns. They had a very fun and playful water fight. That is the perfect thing.
That's the way you cool down.
Yep.
Right?
That's pretty good.
We should do that in Calgary.
Well, if you're having the Monday blues, it happens sometimes. This should help.
If you're having a bad day, I don't have advice for you. I do have this for you. If you're having a bad
She has no advice for you, but she does have a baby goat.
Yep.
And
that'll cure all.
I agree. That worked for me. Yeah. That's a pretty cute goat.
Everyone's
Boston
feeling
knows
much
what she's
better
doing.
now, right?
Yeah. Sometimes there's nothing you can say.
I don't know how to help you, so look at my cute goat.
Yeah.
That's all I can do for you people. It works every time.
Every time.
Cute. Well, if that baby goat didn't bring a smile to your face, maybe this will. I don't normally like the sound of people chewing, but I'm going to let this guy get away with it.
Pandas can do anything they want.
I think that, absolutely. I mean, they're pretty cute themselves.
Oh, yeah, that's
definitely enjoying that apple.
He's cute.
He's very dexterous with those giant paws.
Yeah. And he looks like he's smiling.
He does look like he's smiling. Yeah. I like it. 2 cute animal videos. Well, still to come, Lululemon is suing Costco.
All right, here's your Skywatch weather camera. What a beautiful day. Not too hot, not too cold. Temperatures just a little above normal in those mid-20s in Calgary. A fantastic day. Winds were calm as well. We're going to get warmer from here. So if you thought today was hot, just wait for these next couple of days. When you look across the country, that hot corner pocket really was basically between Ottawa and Montreal. But we're all going to get into the 30s out here in the west as well. That's coming up, and some communities already are, like Medicine Hat, for example. 24 currently. Our high was 25. Normal is 22. This is the heat warning in place. Really, Medicine Hat foremost, Brooks, Champion, Vulcan up to Calgary, and then up the QE2 and off to the east. So yes, Calgary is included in this. Calgary, it's more of a 2-day thing, and for areas further to the south, like Medicine Hat and Foremost, for example, it's a 3-day thing. And even though Lethbridge is not under the warning, it's still going to get into the 30s. It's just the warning criteria is a bit different. It's pretty stable in the southern part of our province and will continue to be. This is your 24-hour forecast brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free. And quiet for this evening in Calgary and even through all of tomorrow. Just a small chance of an isolated shower in the evening hours. So if we get it at all, it will be at about 8 p.m. A high of 29 in Calgary tomorrow, well into the 30s, as you can see here for Kamloops and Kelowna. Edmonton 28, Red Deer as well, Calgary 29, and further to the south, Drumheller, Medicine Hat, as you can see, Lethbridge, Milk River, well into the 30s as well, with a lot of sunshine for tomorrow. Looking at that 10-day trend, the hottest day of the next 10 will be Wednesday in Calgary at 30 degrees. Then we'll start to regulate, and we'll even be below normal for Saturday and Sunday, but we will bounce back fast right into the 20s to start off next week.
It'll be a little strange when he's on the sidelines against his former team, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, on Thursday night in the first ever Stampede Bowl. Maybe Big Hill can provide a little intel against his former team.
Oh, I'm sure that's what they're waiting for. What about that guy? What about that guy?
What do we do, eh?
Well, weather-wise, we're going to have a beautiful week ahead.
Yeah, here's some intel on that. It's going to be hot. If you haven't heard me already, you're going to hear a lot of the sounds of flip-flops in the background, seeing a lot of tank tops, maybe some personal fans that people walk around with. I've seen that a lot lately. 29 degrees as our high for tomorrow, so that reaches the warning criteria for us because we're looking at 30 for Wednesday. Wednesday will be the hottest of this stretch for Calgary, and by Wednesday we have the chance of some afternoon thunderstorms and evening thunderstorms. That chance arrives at 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Temperatures start to cool after that. Friday, Saturday, ooh, we are looking at some rainfall and a cool off as well. Weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. Let's take a page out of these guys, you know?
They know how to have fun. Nice shot.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your company tonight. We hope you have a terrific evening and happy Canada Day. Don't forget, for breaking news anytime, you can go to our website, ctvnews.ca/Calgary. Have a great night.